We are attempting to be the first known people to cycle the length of a country in one complete straight line. Starting on England's north coast, we'll head southeast straight through the heart of the country and finish on the south coast.
Here we are, still in the town of Siloth, and our aim is simple: to cycle from the north coast to the south coast in a completely straight line.
And in true straight lining tradition, we touched the sea.
Bikes touch the sea!
And wasted no time in setting off on our most ambitious challenge to date.
And we're off! We are off!
An adventure which would show us the sheer contrast of scenery England has to offer.
But is this actually Buckingham Palace?
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
It just looks a bit small.
And cause us unimaginable problems threatening the success of the mission.
That rim is gone. Archie is not going to make it at this rate. Bad noises. I'm knackered. Absolutely knackered.
Really hit a low point on the trip now, haven't we, Archie?
What's going to happen here?
Let's go! 5 days.
Averaging 130k a day. I think it's going to be a bit of a push.
We had 600 kilometers to cycle on bikes which, right from the start, were showing signs of what was to come.
Jav just told me my back wheel's a bit out of alignment.
So Archie's got a pretty wonky wheel here. Put in the comment section below whether you think that wheel's going to make it all the way. And then I've just got big panniers at the back, both fully bolted on, apart from one side. Plus this is an ATB series, which means all-terrain bike. So they've invented a bike that does absolutely everything.
Which is just as well, because our route for day one is 140 kilometers of road, bridleway and even some field, with 2,000 meters of elevation gain.
Archie, you got twisty gears?
What does that mean? No, I don't.
Absolute novices, all the pros have twisty gears.
That's what you get when you buy a £50 bike.
£55 actually, this thing is quite expensive. The only one thing that Archie's bike can do that mine can't is this, which is quite impressive.
We then had to turn off the main road to cycle through some farmland in order to stay within our target boundaries.
To our first farmyard.
Yeah, first farm. Oh yeah.
We had set a goal of 2,500 meters either side of the target line as a platinum run.
Down here, is it?
Yeah, it's down here.
Through the gardens?
No, not through the garden, through the field.
Already we were having to cycle across a boggy farmer's field in order to stay on the line.
Go on, Jav.
And it wasn't long before we had our first bike issue of the trip.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, it's come off completely attached.
Adam's pannier fixings had been completely shaken out by the rough trails. This caused the rest of us to take drastic action.
Well, we're not the US Marines, Adam, so we'll leave a man behind. See you later.
We've had a bit of a chat and we're leaving.
We can't spend all day waiting for people, can we? So, you know, gotta carry on.
Adam took some bolts from elsewhere on the frame and got the pannier rack back on.
Hopefully the same thing doesn't just happen again. Probably will do, but we'll see how long that lasts. They guys have just left me.
We followed the track back down and rejoined the road. The endless opening and closing of gates gave Adam a chance to catch up.
Thanks for waiting for me back there.
He's not very happy.
We pushed on towards the heart of the Lake District on some faster roads.
Fast cars on these A roads.
Cars are tearing past us.
Until we reached
Keswick,
where Jav had planned us a slightly scenic route.
Nice route this, Jav.
Roman road apparently.
Go on, Robot.
My bike is so heavy.
Robot's got a heavy bike. Heavy bike is it now, Robot? He's always got a hard life, Robot.
Following the Roman railway, we were aiming for the Stone Circle monument on Jav's special route, but not before Adam's bike caused another halt in proceedings.
So, another episode in the racks fixing saga. The bolts come out again, so I'm going to try putting a couple of zip ties on there.
Catch you later, Adam.
See if that holds these lot. Just leave you. You're leaving, are you?
See you later.
Just leave me straight away. Right, I'll get some zip ties on there and see how that goes.
Such a liability at this point. We're not waiting around for him.
He caught us up at the Stones, and after a quick snack break,
Nana, looks delicious, doesn't it?
we left through only the most direct exit. Well, 3 of us did.
Up and over.
Good, once you get round.
Oh, loser. These guys opting for the carry the bikes through the wall, even though there's a perfectly good gate just down there.
Right, so you get going the Robot, or have you got to go around somewhere else?
Look, I've been waiting for you, mate.
We have got some lovely Lake District hills here, and we're cruising down the A road.
This cruising business wouldn't last for very long though, as Jarv's special route took us off the main road and onto another footpath.
Optional detour. We've got a nice main road down to our left there, but no, we're not on that. We're trekking along through the forest trails. Jarv's off. Look at that main road down there. That was so flat and boring. You could do just a big dog leg up this track instead.
This is stupid. Why are we not on the main road?
Oh, I've bet doing that now.
Yeah. How was the hill, guys?
It was great. On the main road?
We eventually rejoined the main road and made some progress.
Annoying Porsche driver. Going a bit fast there, but they did sound really cool, didn't they?
We ignored the next of Jarv's scenic deviations.
I think we've ignored one of Jarv's deviations. I think he wanted to go up through that forest.
And stormed down the main road towards Windermere for lunch.
Almost 1 o'clock.
Oh, this is a one way. Seems like quite a rough area.
If someone asks you, if you want to go cycling in the Lake District, it's pretty much what you should expect. Cold rain, traffic, over touristy.
We pulled into a local Tesco for lunch where Adam discovered an issue with his zip tie repair.
You can see here my zip tie repair, and it looks like one of the major zip ties has come off around the hole, but it seems to be holding up okay-ish. Do you think it's going to last?
I think it's going to last another hour, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Once again, the rest of us chose to ignore him and bought our lunch.
Salmon.
I've got my bread, got my butter. Try and get a whole pack of soft cheese on there too.
Despite the earlier hold-ups, we had made good progress and we're now 50 kilometres away from tonight's accommodation.
Oh,
And we're back on the road.
just like
Good
that.
lunch.
Oh dear.
Raining again. Unbelievable. Why did it need to do that?
It doesn't need to rain, to be honest.
Frankly, it's unnecessary.
Eventually the rain eased up on us, which is more than can be said for the elevation as we summited yet another of Cumbria's infamous hills.
Someone's got to do the extra work. So it looks like we're definitely out of Lake District now, doesn't it?
Does not look very Lake District-y anymore.
Look at these skanky houses. Jarv, are we almost at Birmingham?
Despite leaving the Lake District, there were still some hefty hills.
Archie, really pushing it there. Almost to the top of the hill.
A good hill.
Hell of one hell of a hill.
And we hadn't seen the last of Jarv's bridleways either. Unfortunately, skipping this one would have risked leaving the platinum boundaries, which wasn't an option at this stage.
I just got to hope that my rack doesn't fall off.
But it does say no public access.
The terrain worsened and inevitably we had to get off and push.
They've all had to come off up here.
Then the bridleway disappeared completely.
We're on a field now.
Stupid bridleways. Oh,
Adam, why aren't you riding your bike? If it's an ATB.
I could do.
At this point we were just cycling through a field, but thanks to the 3 letters painted on Adam's bike, he didn't seem to care at all.
The all-terrain bike really can do it all. Don't know what these guys are faffing around at.
Oh! Oh! Damn it. Straight through the gate. Oh,
What a stupid move.
oh, my feet are stuck.
This way, you know, don't normally see robot on this channel because it's quite useless. Done. Wow, just like that.
From here we headed down to the farmyard with the aim of rejoining the road as soon as possible.
I think we want to get back to the road now.
I wouldn't mind going for the road.
Back to the road.
Back on the road, now!
We made it out, but the rough terrain was starting to cause some serious issues with our bikes.
Oh, your wheels just very loose. Ah, brakes aren't very good. Last big climb of the day.
Yeah.
Last climb of the day.
Last Friday. Probably only got about 1.5k to go.
Yeah.
All uphill, but
How's it looking?
last hill.
Nice. And here we are.
Our accommodation for that night was a study centre well within the platinum deviation range.
Night 1 accommodation.
End of day 1. We rested up, ready for what would be one hell of a day tomorrow.
Someone's going to damage their bike at some point on these tracks.
That rim is gone.
They've left this old rust bucket. I think we'll just nick those, to be honest.
Dodge. Archie. Archie is not going to make it at this rate.
That's so bad.
It's every man for himself at this point. Onto the cross-country section again now. Basically, this is pretty horrible. Come on, you stupid bike, get up the hill.